Hello everyone, my name is Ray, and I just want to say I am really excited to start this channel. This channel will be about gaming and mostly Minecraft for now. Later on, I might switch to a different game or just feature some different games like Rainbow Six Siege or The Forest, maybe some others as well. I'm not very familiar with all of this. For example, I'm using OBS for recording this screen, and then I'm later going to be using Shotcut to edit it. But if you have any suggestions on what I should be using or what could be better, please let me know. I'm very new at this. It would be nice to have some new information. So right now I'm just going to enter into my previous world. So this is my world. I unfortunately did not meet my expectations for what this base was going to be. As you can probably see, there's a lot of space not being used at all. I did dig all of this out, and there used to actually be a big hill here. And a while ago I decided, well, you know what, I'm going to dig it out and I'm going to build a big house here. And I did. Not really. My plans for this house wasn't for it to be a base, it was for it to be like an actual house. The walls would go up, there'd be a layer, and then it would be kind of like a pyramid with very wide blocks. Basically a quick tour of my second base. This is a plains biome, which is where I at first used to hunt creepers for fireworks. But I have built a creeper farm, which is very efficient and, well, overpowered. Actually, I might fly there now and show you. It's pretty close. So right here is the creeper farm. Currently I'm on peaceful mode, which is why you might not be seeing any creepers. I decided to go peaceful mode just in case, so I don't die on accident. As you can see, this is how much gunpowder this farm can produce. Up here there's a switch to turn it on and off. I just always had it on because, well, whatever. But I do have too much gunpowder that I will never use. That's for sure. Right here is my pumpkin and melon farm, which worked while I was AFKing for that farm. But closer to the end of this world, I AFK'd simply for this. By the way, I also have a trading hall, which is why I needed this much pumpkins and melons. Also, very recently, I made this little chicken farm, kind of like, basically, I mean, I have a lot of iron, so I didn't really care about spending a lot of iron on hoppers. Down here, basically, all of the eggs go. I just take them and then throw them back into here to make more chickens. Very simple design. I haven't AFK'd just for this, because honestly I don't need chickens and I don't need chicken eggs. I thought I would do this just for fun. And then here's my enchanting station. Very simple. Not really designy or anything. By the way, I'm not very creative, so, you know, you might probably notice this as I'm flying around my base. Right here, quick mention, this is where the villagers used to be, where I breeded them in first. But then I made a villager breeder, which was way too efficient. It started getting too efficient. Right here, you can see the minecarts pick up an adult villager and send them, well, they used to send them to this little pit with a roof. But they all turned to zombies, and I just decided to kill them all, not to have to bother with all of that. And right here is where I would send my villagers to give them jobs and to trade with them. All of this is the rotten flesh I got from AFKing at my gold farm, because, well, I have a gold farm. It's my favorite farm on this whole server. Right here is the melons and pumpkins, which I also would trade with these villagers. And I also had a lot of iron, which I traded with these because, well, you can see. 1 iron for 1 emerald. Pretty good. Which also made me very rich in emeralds. Right here is just a simple wheat farm, but I didn't only use it for wheat. And right here are all my, basically, treasures. Some netherite and some diamonds. And a diamond horse armor because, well, whatever. Right here, very kind of unorganized. I got a loom right here and a player right here. Well, I don't know. Never used it. Except for right now. I don't want to listen to that. Right here, I just had extra wood because I did start building the 2nd floor, but then I decided to break it down because I decided I'm not gonna build more onto this house because this world is pretty much dead. Because of my very strong creeper farm, which is that way, I had way more than just this amount of gunpowder. But I was able to use it on TNT. By the way, this isn't all of it. I have 2 more shulker boxes of TNT. So basically, I have about a double chest full of TNT. My main use for shulker boxes was right here. Like I said, 2 shulker boxes of TNT. One isn't full, but I could fill it up with this. But I'm feeling lazy. This box, it just had golden carrots in it, and I think some beef and some cooked pork chop. This ball of enchanting. I do have an enderman farm, which is obviously in the end, but I didn't always want to go there if I needed to get more levels or enchant something, so I would just take my bottle of enchanting box and use those. About 3 and a little bit more stacks can get me to 30 levels from 0. And then right here is just like miscellaneous stuff, basically, like golden apples, a bed, a water bucket with a cauldron in case I need to like cool myself down in the nether, crafting table, and I think that's it. And then I have a lot of gold, a lot of iron, and emeralds. Iron, actually, I made a farm for iron because I did need to use it a lot. And gold farm, I haven't showed it to you yet, but I will. It's not the biggest one, but I don't think it's the worst one either. I would AFK overnight at all my farms, so I did get a lot of whatever items I was AFKing for. This is just my wood chest because sometimes I would need wood if I'm far away from my base. This is fireworks because obviously I needed fireworks because I have an elytra. And a bunch of potions, which I used mainly when I went to the nether. The nether isn't that interesting, so I'm not going to visit it. But I would like to show you the end. Right here's the end. By the way, that portal leads to a desert biome, which I also will not go to. Now, this is where I spawned in the end. I had a little stairwell going up here before I had an elytra. You know, just to make things easier. And I only opened up 4 portals. There's 1 right there, 2 right here. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. 4. And then this way is the Enderman farm, which I talked about. However, I did accidentally ruin it and a couple of other farms as well because I went to peaceful mode without realizing that I would break some of my farms. Right here was just an endermite. An enderman would spawn here and fall right here. And I died. By the way, this is my first base. And then right down here was actually inside the base. This was downstairs of my house. I used to have a house here made out of bricks and glass. It was actually my favorite house that I've built so far. This is just the chest area, where it's used to be at least. And then going down here, this was my smelting area. You can probably tell what kind of smelting system I was using. And right here was just a pointless creation because I had a lot of andesite. Here it's blocked off, and you might be wondering why. Because when I left, I don't know, I felt like I needed to close it. But before it was closed, it was a pathway towards this opposite aquarium. Basically, just to view the fishes from the inside of the water. Now, I want to get back to my base, but before I do, this is a cactus farm, and I used to collect cactus, smell them, and get experience from just that. It wasn't very efficient. So I'm back in the nether, and I'm gonna fly to my gold farm right here. You can see there's 4 layers. In the middle, there are these eggs, turtle eggs, which attracted the piglins, I think. And they would, spawn here, go to the middle, fall down, die, and produce gold nuggets and a lot of rotten flesh, which some of it I traded with the villagers to get emeralds, but most of it I threw away. Right here, you can see the huge amount of rotten flesh I have. And then some gold. This is obviously not the amount of gold I would get during an overnight session. I would get way more than this. By the way, I did need all of these chests for an overnight session because it would fill up all the way to the bottom here. I mean, all the way to the top. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time.